Hi everyone, this is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for August 18th to the 24th of 2019. So first of all, I have to put a little correction on this audio that I missed last week. I forgot to talk about the Aquarius full moon, which happened on August 15th. So it's in the blog post for you to read, but it didn't make it on the audio. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. And I really did want to put it on your radar since we're still within the 3-day window for it to matter. So to make it up to you, there is a very special video of our monthly full moon teleconference that Shanta Gabriel hosts every month in her Compassionate Wisdom Circle. She offers incredible new moon guidance and support from the archangels too. So check out details on her website, shantagabriel.com, and look for the Compassionate Wisdom Circle for monthly support. It's really amazing, and I contribute on the full moon. So I'm on that video as well. One of the reasons I wanted to be sure to discuss the Aquarius full moon with you is because we are on the other side of the recent Leo-Aquarius eclipses, and often once they've passed and the dust settles, you start to really see what has changed and or permanently ended. It's good to know the houses in your chart being affected, as those will represent the areas of life being affected. And feel free to reach out to me if you need some help figuring out what that is for you. So this full moon asks, what have you become too attached to or too detached from and need to reconnect? We've spent recent months navigating the mutable energy of thoughts and ideas in Gemini, along with the cardinal energy of action and choices in Cancer, whose theme continues, but now the energy has become decidedly fixed. It is time to permanently release an aspect of self and anchor something completely new in your heart. What ideas have you gotten going that need some tending to make stronger and more viable? This lunation may illuminate or activate revelations of when, where, and with whom, mostly self, that you have not been completely, if at all, authentic. Start with the motivations. If and when they are pure, clean, and neutral, then being authentic becomes less challenging, while not being authentic causes more challenges. Now more than ever, we must be congruent with our inner and outer natures in order to thrive, prosper, and evolve. If we are serving two masters, as it were, or incongruent on one or many levels, having a private side of your nature be too drastically different from that which you present to the world, then you're going to have challenges, blockages, and delays until you get into more alignment. Leo energy teaches us all how to be it, your authentic self, and not just appear to be it. It asks you to know who you are, and then next month in Virgo, perfect it. What has changed on a fundamental level, think Cancer, Capricorn, personal or professional, home or work, in the last 6 months to a year, that has now made you more aware of how vital it is to honor your essential nature, so you are able to contribute to the whole in a more useful and delicious way. Use this full moon to release any inauthenticity or rigid attachment of any kind. It's also good to tap into your body's wisdom when things are decidedly mental around you. This is the lunation to align your head and heart with how it feels as what is really important, because it's still a full moon and the feelings are important. But an Aquarius is an air sign, and it gets us thinking about the future and our place in it. So allow any release work and anything that's coming up for you at this time that's no longer part of who you are or what you want to express in the world, and use this full moon. We have 2 weeks between the full moon and the new moon to release, or complete certain things and get ready to move on. So our week, the 18th to the 24th, our first activation is on the 21st, which is Wednesday, and it's Mercury trine Jupiter. This energy is great for expanding your mind, learning something new, or taking a class. It's time to plan for the future and start getting organized. However, you may feel less disciplined and more creative, which is fine in the beginning, but eventually focus and discipline will have to be engaged to ground your new ideas, thoughts, or concepts. You have to ask yourself, how bad do you want it? If you are self-aware, awake, and alert, you will be able to see and seize the opportunities as they present themselves. It may appear to be luck to some, But it's really more that you are in alignment with the cosmos, present and positive, and ultimately able to trust and follow your own instincts. Practice, there is no perfection. Being optimistic and looking for opportunity in every experience will magnetize the positive and naturally repel the negative, leading right where you want to be. Take advantage of this good energy to connect to whatever it is that you are trying to create in your life at this time. So that's a powerful one with Mercury and Jupiter. Mercury is our ideas, thoughts, and concepts and how we think and express ourselves on the micro levels and on a personal level. Jupiter is a social planet, but it also has to do with our higher education and the expansion of our consciousness and the learning on the higher levels that we do. So it's raising the mind up. And a trine is an easy angle. And so let's take advantage of it to expand our ideas and think a little bigger. On the 22nd, which is Thursday, is my Venus Circle call in Virgo, where we begin the reclamation process. And so the Soul Star Chakra and the Earth Star Chakra, when we complete, I will be opening and closing those legs. But in between the 7 primary chakras, I am looking to have some guest teachers on. So I encourage you to join us along the way if you haven't already subscribed. And you can go to my website to sign up for the Venus Circle or just drop in. Then on the 24th, which is Saturday, our last activation is Venus conjunct Mars. So we're going to have to talk about this one. The general energy is that our primary sacred feminine and sacred masculine energies are merging in a potent way, arousing a need to cultivate powerful relationships, whether physical or sexual, with one, or relating or socializing with many. There is a strong need for approval and affection from others in a way that we usually do okay on our own, but with this one, you just crave human contact of some sort. If you're not in a relationship mode or interacting with human beings at this time, this energy can also activate your artistic nature. Thanks to Venus, this is the perfect time to create something, a new project or relationship that is seeded by a deep, authentic love and a balanced heart. So, that's the general, masculine and feminine, initiating a whole new cycle together. They're also doing it in Virgo after this little tour that Venus has been making in Leo. So all of my audios are talking about this these days, and so if you did miss the free call for the Venus Circle last week on the 13th, you can still go to that page and submit a registration to get a copy of the post-call goodies and the audio and the notes and all that. So I still encourage you to check in with the Venus cycle because we're right at the midpoint. And basically on July 31st, Venus linked up with the moon, reorganizing values and priorities within us, initiating a new cycle of internal, personal priorities. And then on the 14th, she linked up with the sun, asking us to set some new intentions for what we express in the world and to lead and step up in new ways. And those were both in Leo. So they both have to be heart-centered. The feminine and the essential direction our lives are going in right now need to be rooted in the heart and full of joy and love and laughter and focused on life and love. And as we open our hearts to those possibilities, we step into this activation on the 24th where she links up with Mars and we get to initiate a whole new creative baby. Think of it as the masculine and feminine coming together to create something, to co-create something. You need both parties to create that third piece, that third entity. And that's what we're initiating anew. Now in Virgo, that means we're going to be able to assimilate it in our bodies and integrate it into our day-to-day rhythm. So there's something new. There's something new about you, which is affecting your relationships, causing them to have to shift and change as well. And so let's do it consciously. It doesn't have to be hard, and it doesn't have to be painful, but this reset is so universal. No one is exempt. We're all getting a chance to kind of upgrade on our personal individual level as well as how we operate within the context of relationships and communities. That's all due for an upgrade behind those Leo Aquarius eclipses from last year. So this is just a delicious point where we have already spent basically the last 9 months releasing that which was no longer valuable or important to us and relationships that had run their course and that kind of thing. So now we step into the light of our own authentic hearts and move forward on faith that we're moving in the right direction as long as we can follow our instincts and intuition and making sure that we are clean, clear channels for that. So I hope you'll join us. Either Shanta's Circle or my circle are pretty active every month in terms of group support for the individual moving through life these days. And feel free to reach out as needed along the way. I do have a special Venus reading going on right now, $75, and you get 3 months of personal activations along with an MP3 about the Venus cycle for you, and make sure you're on track for this reclamation. And it's a really good time to drop in and join us. So I hope you'll consider it, and have a great week. And thanks for listening.
This is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and I am so grateful for your time, energy, and support. Please share this with those you think would resonate, and reach out if and when you need to, Kelly at KarmicTools.com. The goal of my weekly forecast is to alert you to the energies and activations that we're all experiencing and the possibilities for conscious co-creation as an individual. Awareness of the energies is the first key, but I invite you to take it to the next level by checking out my readings, telecircles, and subscriptions, which are all geared toward individual support that helps you understand your own unique blueprint. My specialty is cycles and patterns, and I love helping people figure out their own within the context of the social and collective rhythm. To some, working with their own cycles and patterns is a completely new and foreign concept, but there are many planetary cycles that coincide with natural life cycles that allow us to co-create in mystical as well as practical ways. I create custom tools that I have tried and tested myself for over 30 years, and I do the work alongside my circle every time. So I hope you will reach out if you feel called to dive deeper into your own soul's natural rhythm. Talk to you soon. One love.